Crashing down by the authority. Hey guys, hello guys. Hey, guess who's back again. Hey, guess who's back? Yo. Guess who's back? Yo. Guess who's back, back, back again. Hey, guess who's back? Hey, yo. How y'all doing? Let me sit like that. How's everybody doing? I'm so excited to come live. I haven't come live in weeks. I think it's been such a busy time. And your lawyer, your favorite lawyer, has been doing so much. I've just been honestly doing so much. But I'm back. And I want to talk about this new Biden law. Let me just reduce this volume that I got playing here in the background. Where is that music at? Okay, so guys, how's it going? Hi guys. Hi. So today I'm live like on lots of media, on social media. So I'll be taking questions first on Instagram, and then I'll take some questions. Maybe so I'll take some questions on TikTok. I really cannot promise. All right, so today, guys, I want to talk to you about this new Biden law, the parole we've been announcing. Not just me, lots and lots of immigration lawyers have been announcing this new Biden parole, and how it's slated to help literally millions. And that is because it is targeted to help those people who came in through the border. Right. So if you came in through the border, or you know someone who came in through the border, this is really their time to shine. This is it. This is their time. And I want to encourage as many people who actually would qualify for this to apply ASAP, because a new administration could be coming in come January, and with the new administration, this law may actually be repealed. It may actually go away. So it was done by executive order. So which means it's not like written into Congress rules or laws. It's just an act by Biden. Okay, that's why it's called the Biden the Biden Keeping Families Together program. So this is something that President Biden has opened up, all right, or has allowed to help many, and I mean lots, and I mean millions and millions of immigrants, right? And by immigrants, I mean lots and lots of undocumented ones. So people who are here without a legal status, all right? And this is targeted again to help those people who came in through the border. So if you came in legally, like with a visa, you presented yourself or presented your passport or visa to a CBP, okay, or to a CBP official at the airport, this doesn't apply to you. So this is only help slated to help those people who enter through the border, presented a passport slash visa, right, at the airport. Okay, or you could have even been to a border. Sometimes that's possible. But you literally presented yourself, presented some sort of documentation, a visa or passport, and you were allowed entry because of your document. Then this doesn't apply to you. This only applies to those people who, quote unquote, snuck in through the border, and have been here for 10 years and are now married to a U.S. citizen. All right. So it's very similar to VAW, except VAW it requires a lot more to prove. With VAW, we have to prove you have to show with VAW that your spouse was abusive to you, that you had a toxic marriage. But this is for this new Biden parole, that's not required at all. It does, whether or not your marriage is good or bad doesn't matter for this new Biden parole, which is why it's slated to help even more people than VAWA. Okay, because with VAWA we typically are limited to those people who have experienced some sort of marital problem, some sort of extreme abuse in the marriage. But with this new program, that's not the case at all. So with this new program, you would qualify simply by being married to a U.S. citizen and having snuck in through the border. Okay, that's number two. All right, and have been here at least 10 years. All right. And then yesterday, I was so happy to read something that I hadn't read in the law previously. Yesterday, they said for stepchildren. So if you're a stepchild of a U.S. citizen and you entered illegally through the border, you entered in through the border, and you have been here just since this year, you qualify. So for spouses of a U.S. citizen, you need to show you've been here at least 10 years since June 17th, 2014. But for stepchildren, you only need to show you've been here since June 17th of this year, 2024. So this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be great. This is gonna help so many people. It's why you see every immigration lawyer talking about this, because we have been waiting. Immigration lawyers have been waiting for something like this for a long time to help many of our clients who we can't do anything for. Okay, so I hope that explains the law. And of course, part of the law says you cannot have any criminal records. So you got any felonies, anything more than a misdemeanor, I don't think you're gonna qualify. So if you have any statutory rape charges, any wire fraud charges, um, I don't know, any I don't know, selling some sort of drugs or something like that, any kinds of those charges, any charges like those, you wouldn't qualify. So it looks like it's going to be very strict on criminal charges, obviously, because it's going to help so many people. So the one place I think they're going to be strict on is criminal charges. So it looks like any type of arrest doesn't look like they'll like it on this part. Of course, we'll get more clarity as we go. It's a new law. It just went into effect yesterday. So this is as of yesterday. The forms came out yesterday and everything. And the filing fee, y'all, is quite low. At least initially, the filing fee is $580. And then after that, so these are the benefits. This is what you're supposed to get from this new Biden law. From this new Biden law, you're supposed to get parole, which once that's approved, you can apply for a work permit. Okay, and then after 3 years, you can apply for a green card. All right, so this is how that's progressing. So I'm so happy for everybody who qualifies. And if you know someone or you are someone who qualifies for this new Biden parole, you need to give me a call and let's see how we can help you. Lastly, I always like to explain what I do mainly. So this new law just came in yesterday. So before that, I was doing lots and lots of VAWA cases. So my name is VAWA Queen. Obviously, specialize and do lots and lots of VAWA for men and for women. And majority of our cases, I must say, are for men. I do lots and lots of male VAWA cases, and we win. We win. And so I always say to the women out there, if you're experiencing marital problems or abuse, if I can help a man get a green card through VAWA, surely I can help you. If you're a lady, if you're a woman, and I always make an appeal to women to say, look, most men I speak with in consultations, I just tell them that they qualify and I tell them why, and they sign up. Women typically like to think on it some more, don't want to hurt their spouses, etc., etc. And by the way, I always just tell you, of course, most women don't believe me, but filing for VAWA will not harm your spouse in any way. And secondly, you filing for VAWA does not mean that you have to divorce your spouse. So I'm not advocating that you divorce your spouse. If you still want to be with your spouse, women or men, okay, that's fine. But you can still file for VAWA and get a green card based on the marital problems, the toxicity, the abuse you're experiencing. And of course, things that are abusive, things that we consider to be something that could possibly give you a case under VAWA. It's things like a spouse cheating on you, all the way to more extreme things like a spouse beating, biting, choking, slapping you, spouse disappearing on you, spouse giving you an STD, spouse throwing you outside of the house, especially at nights, spouse abandoning you for years or months, um, name it. You finding out something big about your spouse that you needed to know ahead of time, like your spouse impregnating someone else, like your spouse having a different sexual orientation than you knew, um, etc. Okay, like your spouse being a former drug addict or present drug addict, or your spouse being a former drug seller or present drug seller. Okay, these are things you kind of want to know before marriage. So if you find out something really extreme about your spouse, or even just like a mental disease like schizophrenia or something, and your spouse didn't tell you about it beforehand, these are things that could give rise to a possible VAWA claim and a possible green card through VAWA. Okay, so that's VAWA. Remember, VAWA applies to you if you're separated, divorced, even annulled from your U.S. citizen or green card holder spouse. And then in some states, it also still applies to you even if you're not legally married. These are states like Alabama, Tennessee, New Hampshire, Colorado, Texas. Okay, these are some small few states that recognize common law marriage. And so, if you're in these states and you're in a long time partnership with someone but not legally married, and you look like, you feel like, you live like man and wife, you live like a married couple, then you could definitely qualify for VAWA, even if you're not legally married, provided you experience some marital problems, some toxicity, some abuse in that partnership, in that relationship. All right. Because true story, that one of our I-360 that's just been approved recently was for a lady from Kenya. She was so young. I think she got engaged to a U.S. citizen spouse at the age of 19, and I think by the age of 2021, the guy had done, I mean, crazy stuff to her. I mean, as crazy as you can think about. They were living in Texas, engaged but not yet quite married. So she came to me, we filed for VAWA, and her I-360 was recently approved. Yay! Congratulations. So for this lady, she was not legally married to him, but definitely were living together, about to get married. And she was so young. She was 19, found herself in a long-term relationship with someone who's nothing short of a psycho. All right. And I just said that on that. Anyway, so we're able to get her VAWA approved, right? And this is again, without her being legally married. So states like Alabama, Texas, New Hampshire, Colorado will get your green card, even if you're not legally married to your spouse. And then VAWA also applies to you if you're a parent of an adult child who's over 21, and your adult child who's 21 years or older, or your adult child's spouse, your son-in-law or your daughter-in-law is abusing you while you came here at an elderly age to help take care of the children. They're abusing you. They're keeping you away from medical care. They're restricting your medical access. So this is for elderly parents. Elderly parents can also qualify for VAWA. Okay. All right. And there's so much more I can explain, but that's in a nutshell VAWA. And then we also do asylum for people who have fled their home country because of unrest. So if you know you are someone who has fled your home country because of unrest, you need to give me a call. We can help you. Of course, the common examples of someone who could qualify for asylum and win easily is someone who has experienced female genital mutilation, someone who has experienced some sort of political violence in their home, some person who's experienced some sort of violence or threats to their lives because of their sexual orientation, someone who's experienced some sort of problems um, due to gang violence. So, the issues, the things going on in Central America and South America with the gangs, the massive spread of MS-18 and all these other gangs going on in South America and Central America, could easily come here and file for asylum and win, provided they can show there's some that some things actually happen to them or will happen to them if they were to go back right now. Okay, so those are just some examples of a good asylum case, and much more. Of course, domestic violence can also give rise to a good asylum case. If you experience domestic violence at the hands of someone and you had literally had to flee for your life because the person was going to kill you in your home country, you could qualify for asylum as well. Right. Now, let me take some questions and we're done. So, right now, guys, it is 3:21 and I plan to be out of here at pronto 3:45. 25 minutes is what I'm going to give these live questions. Um, so, if you have a question, the rule is jump over on IG and then request to come live and I'll answer your questions. Okay, so anybody who's following me in any other social media, if you'd like to ask a question, you can jump on IG. You can block your face. I don't have to see your face. You can put your camera facing down, so where the camera faces the floor. So whatever you need to do to feel comfortable. But long story short, that is how I take questions. It makes it much more lively, much more fun for both you and for me, because otherwise I'm just like talking to a screen, and let me tell you, that's just quite hard to do. And it took me a long time to get used to. But let me start taking some questions. If you'd like to come live, if you'd like me to ask, if you'd like me to answer a question, you can now request to come live on my IG and I'll take them. And I'm starting with the first one now. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to know how long it takes for someone to get his work authorization when he files for a VAWA.
Work authorization, it doesn't matter which way you file. Typically, they're taking at least 6 months or longer.
6 months.
Yeah, at the very least.
If you have a parole, if you have a parole, can you go and re-enter again?
So only answer one question at a time. You want to ask me the second one on a consultation?
Oh, okay.
Okay. You're trying to get me good. I see you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, guys, the rule is when you come live on my IG or my TikTok to ask a question, I only take one question at a time, just out of respect also for everyone else who's waiting. Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Hey, ma'am. Yeah, I just wanted to know, do you expedite cases for asylum?
Do I expedite asylum cases? What you said?
Yes.
I mean, once in a while I do, but that's not the kind of case that I'm taking right now. Let's put it that way. Right now, I just prefer to take new asylum cases. So if you've already filed, maybe you can give me a call once they schedule for an interview. Because honestly, we have lots of work already on our hands.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye. Let me see if I can switch this camera up, guys. This is better. Okay. All right. Let's take some more questions.
Hello?
Hello.
So, I have a question, right? So, you came to the state with a K1 visa, and you guys filed for everything. But during the process, you got a 5 years workers. You got a 5 years workers, right? When you guys get divorced, is there any way you can go about it?
Wait, so you came on a fiancé visa, you did get married.
Yeah, you got married. You
all right.
filed for your papers.
You filed for adjustment of status through marriage, but then you ended up getting divorced in the middle, somewhere there.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you file for VAWA? It depends. I need to hear more. Can you schedule a consultation? Let me put my phone number up here. Let me pin my number on here. Can you schedule a consultation? I need to hear more to see
So I couldn't hear you. Your line is breaking.
I would need to hear more to know if you'd qualify for VAL for sure.
Okay.
But it may be possible. So just give me a call and schedule a consultation, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, Queen. How are you?
Good.
Thank you for picking my call. So, my case is at the moment, I tried to adjust the status from asylum to marriage, and we had an interview. And then after like a month.
Ma'am, your voice is so low.
Is it better
It's
now?
low, yeah, and I think it's your background that's loud.
Is it better now?
A little bit.
So I adjusted status from asylum. I was trying to adjust to marriage, but we went for an interview, and then after a month and a half, the case was denied. And then I found out my spouse made a phone call and said that it was fraudulent on my end.
Okay. Okay.
And we've been having problems for the past probably 4 months.
Okay. Okay,
Yes,
so you want to know if you could qualify for VAL?
Yes.
Again, my answer will still remain the same as for that gentleman. I think I'd like to hear more to tell you for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any other option though, apart from the VAWA at this point?
That also will be a consultation question, ma'am. You definitely, all people need a schedule consultation. Yeah, don't take any shortcuts.
I appreciate it. And do you have expedited appointment?
Ma'am, just call this number, and they'll tell you everything you need to know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye. All right. Okay. So I can't read. What? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Yes, how are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. How can I help?
I just want to know how long does it take for like a request for a change of status from 2 years to 10 years?
Okay. Sorry, I can't answer that consultation. Anything about time, I can't answer in a consultation. Okay. But all I can tell you is it takes a while. So call me and schedule a consultation, please.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. All right. It's a cute baby. Okay, these are the last two questions of the day, guys. Does someone have a question about the new Biden parole? No. Hello?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good.
Okay, I have a question. I was phone call with your consultancy last month.
Okay.
And I probably come next week to start my case for
Okay.
VAWA.
Okay.
So I live with my spouse like more than 2 years, but I put my name on a lease where we living. So, and I just had the name like last month, and the lease officer they can't add on my name on the lease because she already got a contract, but they give me some kind of paper, so their proof is enough for the VAWA.
Sir, okay. Well, again, that's a concession question, sir. I think I would need to know more. I would need to know exactly what you have, but I think if that's all you have, you may want to have more things than that. That's all I can tell you. Huh?
Like I have a lot of documents.
Okay, if you have a lot of other documents, then yeah, it should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to know, like, if they ask for me the lease and they not get the name on, like my name they're not gonna add on lease, you know.
Okay, so sorry, I haven't looked at everything together, and I'm not your lawyer, so I'm just answering kind of generally from what you're telling me. But generally speaking, if you have more documents than that, you should be fine. Okay. If you need more advice, I would schedule a consultation if you
Yeah,
want me
because
to give you specific
I'm gonna
advice.
live. Yeah, I'm gonna live with a long time, but I don't have any of the document with the name, you know.
Okay, so
So
schedule a
I can.
consultation. Okay, because I think I've answered your question now. If you still need more, just schedule a consultation. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, schedule a consultation. My phone number is at the bottom. Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably going to call tomorrow. Like I talked to Daniel. I think it's a Daniel.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I already talked to him. I probably come next week.
Okay, so Daniel would have told you then what all you need and what's all is enough. If you have any more questions, you can just call and speak to him as well.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you, bye.
Hey, how you doing, ma'am?
Good. It's a different person or the same person?
Yeah, my name is.
Okay.
My name is Siawush. Yeah.
Okay, same.
I'm planning to apply for our case, but it's just that I don't have enough proof showing that I live with my wife. So.
Okay.
Is there
What I can
way
tell
that I
you is we've filed cases for people who had lots of proof and people who had very little proof and we still won. But especially if you don't have enough proof, you definitely need to use a good lawyer to make sure they can kind of balance the equation for you. Is all I can tell you.
Yeah,
right.
I only have a couple pictures. That's it.
Sorry, call me is what I'm saying.
But it's possible,
You're gonna
right?
need my help.
It's
I can't tell you
right?
100% sure, sir, until I look at your documents. I need to have a one-on-one with you, okay?
Okay, how can I get in touch with you?
So my phone number is at the bottom.
Okay, yeah. Thanks so much, man.
Thank
you.
you.
Have a lovely day.
You too. Bye. Okay, guys, I think that's done. I think that's it. That's all the questions I'll be taking from Instagram for today. If you'd like to hear more about the new Biden parole, once I finish here, you can quickly replay the the beginning part of this live, okay? But I'll just quickly summarize. The new Biden parole went out yesterday. So as of yesterday, August 19, 2024, USCIS is accepting applications for parole under the new Biden program, basically a way to legalize the millions and millions of undocumented immigrants here in the U.S. So this is scheduled to and is targeted to help only those people who pass through the border without documentation. So if you pass through the border without a visa, without some sort of visa, then this is for you. All right. And if you've been here at least 10 years, this is for you. If you're married to a U.S. citizen, this is for you. Okay. It's also for you if you're a stepchild of a U.S. citizen. And get this, you've been here. You can show you've been living in the U.S. since this year, since June 17th of this year, you'd qualify. So if you're a stepchild, you don't have to show that you've been here 10 years. You only need to show that you've been living here since June 17th of this year, and you could eventually qualify for a green card through this new Biden Pro program. So significant. It's a new way for people to get green cards. And I'm not sure, honestly, 100% that this will still be available once Biden comes in. So once a new administration comes in. So once Biden goes, and possibly we get a new administration, this could go away. This could go away. So my advice is for all who have ears, let them hear. Like the Bible says, let those who have ears, let them hear. That's my advice to you. Like if you're listening to this and you could possibly qualify for this new Biden Pro program, now is the time to file. It is even more advantageous. It's very hard for me to say this, but I'll say it's even better than VAL, because with VAL, we have to still prove that you entered the marriage for valid reasons and that this marriage was toxic or abusive. For this new Biden Pro program, that's not a requirement at all. You could be in a good marriage and still qualify, be in a bad marriage and still qualify, be in whatever kind of marriage you're in and still qualify for parole and eventually get a green card through this new Biden parole program. Remember, time is of the essence. A new administration is coming in January, possibly. Um, Even if it's Kamala, she could still change this law. So whoever is coming in afresh, the new president is going to come in with their new agendas, and they could possibly repeal this new Biden law. So if you're listening to me and and this is you, I just think you need to call me, or you know someone. So you know someone who's been here for many years and can never seem to be able to fix their immigration status. Even if you just know that piece of information, you know they've been here for years and they can never seem to fix their immigration status. You need to pass this video over to them. Let them listen. Let them call me. Okay. All right. Let me see if I'm take one question from TikTok, and then we're out of here. Because I promised. Ooh. Let me see if I remember how to go live on TikTok. Jesus. Ooh, Jesus, you are worthy. Woo! Let me see. All right. Well, that person is coming live. I'll answer one written question here on IG. Uh, Someone says they're interested in getting a work permit. Give me a call. Just give me a call. All right. And then anything about EB1A, I don't do those. But you can go to avo.com. This is my answer to Nandu. Go to avo.com, AVVO.com. You can get a lawyer that specializes in EB1A cases. Someone said if you haven't been here for 10 years, but 7 years, any chance? It doesn't look like you have a chance if you've only been here for 7 years. So the law states you need to show you've been here at least since June 17th, 2014, married to a U.S. citizen, and you entered in through the border. So if you've been here only 7 years, you wouldn't qualify unless you are a stepchild. If you are a stepchild of a U.S. citizen, then all you need to show is that you've been here since June 17, 2014. Sorry, since June 17th of this year, which is 2024. All right. So that's as to the new Biden law. All right. Now I've got some new messages. It says, all right, guys, that's it for today. Bye. Be good. Guess who's back, back again? Hey. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back. Bye, guys. Share this video. Share. Bye. Stream.